Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, welcome, family. Welcome to Big Red Leads. I am Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. Now, today I'm going to do something a little different. Um, I was talking to my nephew, and I gave him a book to read. Mind you, he had the book for about about 3 weeks, but he read it, and I could see the change in him immediately. Now, what am I getting at with giving a young person a book? Mind you, he's he's formally in the military. He's out. He's trying to go back. He's trying to get back in. Um, he proudly served. He's figuring out his life. I'll say that. He's figuring out what he wants to do. A lot of times, we as adults, we have a tendency to forget that knowledge is all around us. Wisdom is all around us. Information is all around us. Now, when I was coming up as a kid, you had cassette tapes. There wasn't all these apps where you could just somebody could read the book to you. So it should be easier. And I did a video on convenience, talking about something similar to this. What are we losing when it comes to the convenience of being able to just simply download the book and listen to it, like when you're at the gym or going on a walk, whatever, at the airport, wherever it is. So I'm not starting a book club. I'm just saying that. Now, I had a fire quite a few years ago, and I lost probably 90% of my library. And when I say I had a huge library, I had a huge library. Um, People who've met me who come from quote unquote other countries um, always are, they seem to be fascinated with my mind, and when it comes to, I have an understanding of where they're from, um, some of their culture, and and I'm open to anything that they bring to me as far as what their culture and what their country and what their nationality is about. So expanding my own horizon came when I really started reading a lot. And once you do that, you're open to anybody. Like anybody who knows me and has met me, yes, I am a black man. I am an African American. I'm actually a Pangean, but we're not going to get into that right now. I understand what it means to have problems. I understand what it means to have difficulties. But also understand this: you do not necessarily have to go out and get a coach. You do not know you don't have to go out and go get a business coach, financial coach. You don't have to do that. You don't necessarily have to do these things. Understand, if a book can change your life. So what I'm going to do, what I'm doing, I'm just going to show you some books. Jim Rome suggested this book. Now, Jim Rome, those of you who know, he's one of the great speakers of all time, in my personal opinion. But he suggested this book many years ago. I think I paid $8 for this book. There are so many gems in this book that literally have changed my life. So understand where I'm getting at. There, you have a problem. There's a book for that. There's probably 1,000 books on that one problem you have. You're having a problem with your children. There's books on that. You're having a problem with your finances. There's books on that. You're having a problem with your relationships. There's plenty of books on that. You're having a problem or an issue with your job or your career, or you're having doubt. There's books on that. Understand that there's books for all these things. Like I said, I'm not starting a book club. But I'm actually getting my library back together, slowly but surely. I'm actually buying more books, and when I go places, especially places that do still sell books, physical copies, I pick up books that strike me. And when I say they strike me in this sense: I'm looking at the cover, and it's usually something that I'm not necessarily interested in. But I pick it up, and 9 times out of 10, they've been winners. Now, as you get older, I'll say this: you're going to come across a lot of things that are straight trash. You do not want to be putting trash into your mental factory. Thank you, Jim Rome, for saying that. You do not want to be putting trash into your mental factory. What you put in here is what you get out. The most powerful people in the world read. Your average CEO reads 50 books a year. Now you're going to sit up here and people are going to say, I already hear the comments. I see the emails already. Charles, I ain't got time to read. I got 3 kids and I got a wife to feed and I got this and that. And that. You do have time. If there's $1 million in a single idea, you're going to sit up here and tell me that you're not going to read a book? This book right here has probably made people. I don't know how many millionaires this book has made. There's so many positive things about this book. Like I said, get an opportunity to pick it up. You can go on YouTube and there are people literally who read this book word for word, read the entire book, and you can listen to it. Just saying. Napoleon Hill. More books about the Tao. All this stuff. Ladies understand where lying comes from when it comes to men. It usually starts when they're a teenager. By the time they realize that lying is not getting them anywhere and it's only just causing more problems, they stop lying. Thank you, Mr. White. Garrett White. Good read. I got this a couple years ago. So, you're having issues with money. This man right here is known as, people call him a spiritual guru, people call him a motivational speaker. He is none of that. He is all that and a lot more, just as we are as human beings. You are a lot more than what people describe you as, what people characterize you as. You are a lot more than that. You're not just one monolithic thing. So this man right here, he is about money. Good book. Why do the rich stay rich? Because a lot of times they don't share the knowledge with the commoners when it comes to something that could uplift their entire family. They don't. Why? Because knowledge is power. You are more likely to be a rebel if you are reading. You are more likely to be an independent thinker if you read. The title says it all. The title says it all. Now, some people, they have a lot of mixed emotions about this particular book. Read it. Don't pick up the trash. You know what trash is. I'm talking about these romance novels and things like that. Now, I'm not saying you can't read that stuff for entertainment, but understand what you're putting in here is what you'll get out there. What you're putting in here is what you'll get out there. A lot of people know this book. A lot of perspective in this book. A lot. Some people say this is a great book, one of the greatest books ever written. I say it's a good book. It's a very good book. Read that book. Check it out. Let's see. Strong-minded women should read this book, and young men especially should read this book. Very powerful book. This is the book I gave my nephew. I've literally bought this book probably 20 times and given away 19 copies of this book to all young men. Every last one of them I gave to a young man. If your woman is not strong-minded, do not let her read this book. Because she can read it. She can read it, but understand, she might look at you a little sideways. This is a heavy book. Heavy book. Good read, though. Let's see. A lot of people have heard of this. There's a movie with the same title. Never read the book. Never read it. This young man is doing some great work out here. Shout out to ClickFunnels. Mind you, none of these authors are paying me. I'm just saying, pick up some knowledge today. If you're having problems, there's a book for it. There is a book for it. Another powerful book. Don't get caught up with your mind thinking of dirty, naughty, naughty things. Powerful book, though. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel, by the way. I'm showing these books because if you're just looking at the books that I'm showing, these are all things, all different perspectives, different subject matter, so many different things. Now, I might upset some people with this one, but it is what it is. Understand, knowledge of self is where all this is coming from. I have to thank the professor, Baba right here. Spirituality before religions. How is it that the land of Kemet and the land of Kush had all these different spiritual practices going on at the same time in the same areas, and all these people got along? Before somebody came along and invaded a lot of these places, understand, a lot of these things did not have titles or did not have followings. They were just spiritual practices that people walked with it in their life. Pick up the book. Pick up the book. And if you don't know where Kemet and Kush is, that says a lot, but you need to read some other things. This young man is doing powerful work. Powerful work. He's a part of the quote unquote disinformation dozen. Hilarious, but there's a lot of knowledge in this book. The book is titled Message to the Millennials, but I'll say this: baby boomers need to read that too. Now, I'm just showing you a few of the books that I have, just like right here at my desk. The reason I'm showing you these books, a library card is free. A library card is free. Yes, those books cost money. Yes, I might not have that type of money. You do. You do. If out of every one of those books, I've probably, out of several of those books, with the intention on looking for an idea or a possibility, or even just a light switch to click on for an idea to make money from, out of several of those books I just showed you, I've made money from a lot of those. Just from expanding my mind, expanding my thought process, expanding my perspective, expanding my relationship with other human beings. Reading is fundamental. Fun to mental. So, I hope this message helps today. Pick up a book today. If you're having issues, you don't necessarily have to go out and get a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 coach. Pick up a book today. Take a moment, sit your butt down, read a little bit. Some people's like, I can't sit and read. Okay, there's audio programs for that. Love you all. Hope this message helps today. Talk soon, my friends. Read a book.